It's a BHAMBRA here for PSB Sports. I'm David here versus Tony Bell, your workouts here at the O2. As you can see with me, it's the top boxer. He's back on PSB Sports. Umar Sadiq, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while. A few months. As you just noted, it's the first time we're meeting this year, so yeah, I'm sure a lot's happened in your end and not too much on my end, but fire away with the questions and we'll see what comes up.
No, I was going to say, I'm always keeping an eye on Umar Sadiq's Facebook page. You're always working, training hard at Repton. Always. You're always training hard around. I see you're going to Brick Lane recently as well.
That's a bit of, it's something I can't say too much about, but it all makes sense by April.
Okay.
That's the hint. Boxing fans would be able to put a few things about, but basically I look like somebody apparently, and so I did a bit of work and you'll see. But yeah, I'm always training, always active. I live the life honestly, so you know, diet's always on point. I'm always fit. I could fight next week if I had one, and I'll make weight as well. So yeah, just chipping away.
I hear that, and I mean, in terms of after the Olympics, obviously everything's been quite busy with you. I'm sure you've had loads of meetings and stuff. Yeah. Any update at the moment on your situation going pro?
I feel like ever since falling slightly short of the Olympics, it turned the tables a lot. So where people have been approaching me, I'm approaching a lot of people. Yeah. I've had people approaching me too, but just not the ideal characters, and so I've had to, like, you know, hypothetically stick a screw in and keep turning it, and I feel like now I'm getting to a point where something's about to give. So you know, touch wood, without jinxing anything, we'll see how the next few weeks go on, and hopefully I'll be able to make a big announcement soon. But one thing that I'm making very important is I'm not in a rush. It's easy to get frustrated, and you know, you get a lot of people asking, oh, when's the next fight, when are you turning over, when is the debut, don't leave it too long and all the rest of it. But I think, you know, I just got to focus on me and my journey and do the right thing for me, so that's what I'm doing. And I always hope it's that next week, but who knows. The main thing is that the ball's still rolling and there's some momentum.
Of course, and that actually leads me nicely onto my next question, because I was just going to say, when you're sort of making these like really important decisions, like moving forward for yourself, obviously we've seen people like Lawrence do it already. Yeah. But I mean, do you rely on your family a lot? I mean, is there certain factors that you think in your head?
Yeah. I just try to look at it objectively. So I take myself out of the situation. First of all, I get all the information that I need, right? Then I take myself out of the situation and observe it from an objective perspective. So I look at it as, if I had this case study of this person here, and these are all the chips they've got on the table, how would I advise them to play it? And I just try to follow it that way. But there are a few people that I do listen to. Within, you know, my family, I listen to my girlfriend a lot. She's like my counsellor. But yeah, besides that, you know, just one or two coaches that I've worked with for a long time from the amateurs, and a few people within my close inner circle I speak with occasionally. But overall, even after all of that, I still go away and review everything myself and make my own decision. Sure,
and obviously, you know, in terms of the super middleweight scene recently over the past couple of months, we obviously saw James DeGale draw out in we saw DeGale draw out in Vegas. No, sorry, New York it was, against Badu Jack. And then we've seen Eubank Jr. pick up the IBO world title. What do you make of DeGale's draw, and then obviously Eubank Jr.'s win?
DeGale's draw, it was a bit disappointing, because I thought he could have won it. I thought he should have won it. He knows he should have won it. We were literally just speaking about it just now. And but it's a bit mad, because it's just, the UK is a bit nuts, isn't it? So it's that he's gone out there and he dropped Badu Jack early, and if he just wiped him out, he would have got a good reception, but it would have just been a good reception. But it's like, we were just discussing that, because he had a scrap, his teeth got knocked out, bruised up, you know, it was a draw, there's a bit of controversy, like, everyone fucking loves him now, do you know what I mean? So it's worked out in his favour, really, and now, you know, the table, you know, the stage is set for a massive homecoming for him. And in terms of the Eubank situation, I really don't know if he's actually a genuine super middleweight. I don't know what his plans are at it. No offense to, you know, Quinlan, who came over, but you know, it was said before that what happened in the fight is what we expected. The only thing we didn't expect was for him to have a good chin. He came with next to nothing amateur pedigree, next to nothing professional record, and it didn't look like he had anything to offer but his toughness. And I don't know if Eubank's going to stay at super middle, but if he does, it makes the division more exciting, especially domestically. And those are kind of things that excite me, because as tall as I am, everyone can see I can make light heavyweight, but I can also make super middleweight, and that's way more exciting. You know, if I say who are the light heavyweight stars, like you'll struggle to read off 3 names for me. But if I said who are the super middleweight stars, like the list just goes on domestically and then internationally, and that's what I want. I want to be in a division that's buzzing, a division. You know, you need a dance partner to become a star to make it, and so that's what attracts me. And I've got total confidence in myself, so it doesn't matter who's in there. I believe I could beat them anyway. I just want it to be live and active, so that's my take on the super middleweight division.
Absolutely. I mean, I have to ask you this question. I mean, how do you see a fight with yourself? I know it's a long way away because you're not pro, but I mean, how do you see a fight with yourself and someone like Chris Eubank Jr. going?
I would win. I'm just trying to think of how I would win, and I don't know. I'd probably just box his head off, basically. Yeah. This is going out obviously, but it's just what I feel. I feel I'll box his head off. Yeah.
Fair enough, Umar. And Umar as well. You know, in terms of that 168-pound division, a lot of people will say that as they go on in their career, that they find it harder to make lighter weights. I mean, you don't think that'll be an issue with yourself with your height, especially?
I don't think it'll be an issue because I finished growing ages ago. Yeah. I do develop slowly physically, but I'm past my mid-20s now, so without giving me the exact age, but so I don't think that's going to change much. But also, even as an amateur, I boxed at light heavyweight, which had a weight limit of 81 kilograms, and I was never overweight. I walked around 82 to 83 kilos, and when I was in tournaments, I was eating the night before the weigh-in. So I never struggled with the weight. I was one of those people that has always been stuck in between 2 weights. Really and truly, I've been stuck between 75 to 81. Okay. The light heavyweight limit as a pro in the professional ranks is at 80.2 or something like that.
Yeah, a light heavyweight, it's 80
or 79.9, something like that. But just to put things into context, this morning I woke up 79.2 kilos, which is like 12 and a half stone or something, I'm not sure.
It's only 5 pounds away from super middle, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, the point is, like, I'm already waking up under the light heavyweight limit, so I don't see how I'll be struggling to make super middle, but I do plan to be a light heavyweight at some point. I'd love to clear up the super middleweight division and then go up into the light heavies and clear that up as well, then, knock it in the head.
Umar, finally, your prediction for Haye-Bellew?
Now, this is something where in the past I've been drawn into things where Mayweather's boxed Canelo, for example, or some other fights where people have got me thinking, it might be a close one, because everyone gets caught up in the hype. But really and truly, what I've learned over time is the levels in boxing, and people always going to box at the levels. Is that so? Haye is genuinely an A-class fighter, like him or hate him, and Bellew is a B- fighter at best. And you got to look at the position they've boxed. I mean, besides Cleverly, who's Bellew boxed, no offense, but even just in the performance and the way they look, the things they do, people are saying Haye has had a lot of time outside the ring, but I think Haye's one of those fighters that would have been a good fighter regardless of who trained him, because some fighters just have natural instinct to fight, and you don't just forget how to fight if it's in your DNA. So anyway, with all that said, Haye's A-class fighter, Bellew's a B- fighter, and I think A-class fighter will be a B- fighter all day, every day of the week. So yeah, I reckon Haye, knockout, probably early, probably late, I don't know, but more than likely early.
Umar Top Boxer Sadiq, thank you so much once again for your time on PSP Sports. The third time we've got you on now. Fingers crossed, a pending announcement. Yeah, absolutely, got to be done. We had that first interview at York Hall, I still remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, make sure you check him out. As always, Top Boxer Sadiq. And your fingers crossed a positive announcement from yourself soon, bro. Yeah, thank you very much, man. And also, I just want to say, you're looking dapper. You're looking like you progressed. Like you said, since that first interview, York Hall, I could see the progression. Is that you're going up, and soon enough you're going to be major players in the game. So all the best to you, man. Keep grinding. I appreciate that, Umar. Thank you very much, bro. All the best. No worries. Thank you.